play. I can't tell if this is even. Shit. There we go. Anyway, today is a skincare haul. Some of the stuff I've already tried, and I will be like, giving short little mini reviews, and other stuff, actually only one thing in particular, I'll be trying out for the first time. I don't know, what should I start with? I guess maybe the Ordinary products, because I have most of those. Not like most of the products, but like I have more of the Ordinary products than anything else. This is the Ordinary Vitamin C Suspension, 23% plus hyaluronic acid spheres, 2%. So this is basically just a vitamin C serum that's suspended in squalene. It kind of like when you put it on, it feels like vaguely like slightly itchy, like pins and needles, but I can't really feel them that much. It comes out, let's waste some of that, white, and then spread it around. They say it feels gritty on the website, but I don't really feel any of the grit when I rub it in. It just kind of feels like a dry oil kind of thing, like the thing where like it's definitely like a serum, but it feels like dry. That's what it feels like, but it's pretty smooth. I wouldn't use it on its own as a hydrator though, and you can't combine it with retinol because there's different pHs, but yeah, you can't really feel it on your hand, I guess only on your face because it's more sensitive. Okay. My second The Ordinary product, I actually bought 2 of these, is the glycolic acid 7% toning solution. I got this because I wanted to exfoliate because I thought that maybe some of my skin texture and whatnot could benefit from this. And plus I have dry skin and it did have some things that seemed like moisturizing in it, like aloe vera juice. But when you put it on, it feels a little bit like uncomfortable. It doesn't feel tingly, like it just feels like slightly uncomfortable, like pins and needles, but superficial ones, and that goes away after a few minutes. I like it so far. It hasn't burned my skin. Itchy nose. It hasn't burned my skin, but I don't know. I feel like it might be able to be done better. And also the smell is really freaking weird. But put some in my hand. Yes. Why didn't I just put a liquid on my hand? So it's a liquid. You just like spread it around on your face and it dissolves your dead skin. I think I should be using BHA and not AHA. Glycolic acid is an AHA. I have to be careful not to touch my eyes now. Other hand. But I really think that this is nice. I don't use it every night because I do use self-tanner. And if you exfoliate every night, it kind of like goes away really fast. And if I put self-tanner on every night, I just turn into like an orange tangerine, that awful 2000s spray tan color. So I use this about like 3 times a week, or I'll use Stridex pads, the 2% salicylic acid ones, which are good for, clearing up acne and closed comedowns, which I have a lot of right now. I have never had that much acne in the past, but I'm under attack. You know why? Because I ate some dried apricots. I shit you not. This is because I ate dried apricots a bit of a month ago. And it's been non-stop. And the Ordinary product. It looks so much bigger on camera, but I promise it's not like that big. How do I get a size comparison? Like compared to my hand? I'm holding out my finger like that, it's like that big. So like the bottle starts at this joint and ends, like the top end's there. So this top is not on right. So it's about, I think it's an ounce of product. It should be, yep, it's 1 fluid ounce. And it expires in 6 months, so I should probably get to be using this. I got this because you probably can't see, but I am sporting a forehead wrinkle. I am not old. I'm not in my 20s yet. And even then, I shouldn't have a forehead wrinkle. It's because I hold my eyebrows up because I have hooded eyes, because otherwise I'll look like grumpy and a bitch. So yeah, I have to hold my eyebrows up. And that is causing this to wrinkle. I drink a lot of water, so it's not dehydration or anything, even though I do have dry skin. And this is only did I ever say what this is? I can't remember. It's retinol, 0.2% and squalene. I don't really like how this feels on my face really. Like, squalene is supposed to be like a really good moisturizer, and quite frankly, it felt like it was sitting on top of my skin, not sinking in. Like, my face felt dry, even though this stuff felt oily on top of it. These two are suspended in, I guess, different types of squalene or something, because this one's more like a cream and this one's more like an oil. I definitely like the feel of this one a lot better, even though they're different products. But I haven't used this enough to determine if it actually works. I haven't used either of them because I've been trying to focus on hydrating my skin instead of like treating it for other things. Because it is kind of dull because it's, you know, dry, but you know, I'd rather hydrate it first before, you know, taking care of that stuff. Whoopsies. This is the Pond's Rejuveness Anti-Wrinkle Cream. I bought this before the Ordinary product came in, the glycolic acid toner, because I looked at the ingredients and it had it had lactic acid as a second ingredient, and I figured that it would make like a good like exfoliating thing. I didn't want to like use it as a moisturizer because A, leaving lactic acid or AHAs in your face for a long time can burn, and B, because it has mineral oil in it and a lot of dimethicone. Not a lot of dimethicone. I mean, it's far enough down the list that it shouldn't be that big of a deal, and it does claim to not clog pores, but I don't trust it. So sometimes I'll use this as a mask if I'm having really dry skin but I still want to exfoliate, because this will moisturize it while, like, you know, while it exfoliates. I probably used this once. It has a weird smell. Like, it smells kind of like Coty Air Spunner, like, you know, like old lady perfume, like that, you know, that floral stuff. And it also strangely smells vaguely like gummy candy or bubble gum. Whatever. In words to two products that I actually use together. This is the Olay Ultimate Hydration Essence in Energizing Vitamin C and Bergamot. This, I really like facial sprays just because I'm able to, like, you know, hydrate over my makeup, and it feels better because whenever I wear foundation, my dry skin, like, pulls and feels, like, crepey and, like, wrinkles if I move my face. Even when I don't powder, it's weird. So I'll just spray this on my face over it and it'll help a little bit. And then this is what I use with it. It's a little bit dirty around the cap because I keep this around my makeup thing and powder gets in it and shit. But this is the CeraVe Moisturizing Cream. It's the kind in the tub. There's a kind in a bottle, which is a lotion, which is a lot lighter, which I personally like, but I don't find it moisturizing enough, but I find it sinks in a lot better, and I'd rather apply multiple layers of that than just one layer of this. But, you know, in the morning, I don't have time to apply multiple layers. So what I'll do is I'll just spray my face really good with this. Like, I'll go over it like twice, sometimes even 3 times. And then I'll spread a good deal of this. Okay, it apparently shifted in the container while I was taking it. And I took it apart and man, this stuff is gooey. Let's see if I can do that again. So it didn't work. But so yeah, it goes from like really thick to a little bit more runny, and I feel like it absorbs a lot better, but I'll put more on just for added hydration throughout the day. But I really do like CeraVe. I find that it's really moisturizing, and all of the ceramides and hyaluronic acid in this is just like great. This is really good quality for a drugstore skincare brand, and I'd argue it's even better than some high-end things because you actually know what's in this and you know what it does. I mean, it's not like high-end ones, you don't know what they do, but like this, you can kind of like tell what, like everything, you know what I mean. And, oh yeah, something I forgot to tell you about the exfoliation things, like mainly this, is that I use this also because sometimes I feel like my skin doesn't absorb moisture because it's so dry that, you know, like how sometimes ground gets like hydrophobic because it's really dry. So I'll just like scrub, not like scrub, but I'll get it real good with this. Like, you know, get off the top layer and then put on something hydrating because I feel like it absorbs better. That's gonna break eventually. This is the last thing. This is brand new. This just came in from Amazon. I was recommended this on the skincare addiction and Asian beauty subreddits because I was like, I have normal skin, but it feels really dry. As it turns out, I just have dry skin, and I thought to have dry skin I needed like flaky patches or whatever, but I don't, so I've kind of come to terms with the fact that my skin is pretty dry and kind of feels like a clay mask is on it and sometimes even when there's not. Anyway, this is the Kiku Masamune Saki High Moisture Toner, I think. Apparently won some awards by whatever is on this up here. It's in Korean. I can't read Korean. Anyway, this is supposed to be like a hydrating toner, but not in the Western type of toner. Like this is, they call it a lotion over there, but as you can see, it's just really liquidy, but it like has like, it's not a toner, it's like more of like a watery moisturizer, a water moisturizer. I'm just gonna open this. Oh, as it turns out, the sticker is actually stuck to the bottle. That's great. Come on, open. Something I have heard about this is that the pump sucks. So we will see that. I'm actually going to try it out right now. Please don't suck. Please don't suck. How do I get you open? There we go. That popped out. I also got some on my pants. Let's just see how this comes. There is no good way to do this. Let's just see how this comes out. It's not too bad. It seems to be coming out pretty good. Probably didn't think this through, but basically, I guess you're just supposed to pat this on your face. So I'm just gonna attempt to rub it on my hands, and then it is. Oh, it smells like alcohol. I guess because it is like a sake face lotion. But that's actually kind of cool. When I'm rubbing it on my face, it does feel kind of lotiony. Or maybe that's just like the glycerin left over from my makeup wipe. But it does feel lotiony. Put some on the neck. And hands, why not? It was very interesting though. It seems watery, but it adheres to things like a really light kind of runny moisturizer, but it's still like, it doesn't like behave like a water. And it does feel really hydrating. It feels like a very, very thin aloe vera gel. Oh my god, does that smell like alcohol? It doesn't actually like have the alcohol scent, but you know, it kind of smells like wine or something. I don't know, but I like it. I like how it's feeling in my face right now. I feel really, really hydrated, and I'm surprised for just literally just like something that's almost water. But I guess there is a lot of stuff in there. There's like, besides sake, I can't remember what is actually in this, but it was either recommended to buy this or the Hada Labo lotion. But that one's really expensive, and this one is only $13 for 16 ounces. So I figured that this one's a better deal. So yeah, that was it for my skincare haul. I believe I told you all my thoughts. If I don't, I will annotate it in like little boxes or thought bubbles in the corners. I will enjoy being all moisturized. Oh, it's sticky now. It's weird. I guess maybe it has like a lot of glycerin in it because glycerin makes things sticky, but that's actually really weird. It's like, it's like it's sunk in, but okay, I need to stop talking. That's it for now. AFK.